Greetings. Have ever doubts in yourself, or you compare yourself with someone else? This, oh, they are really good and I cannot really deliver that much. Or it's not me. And then you actually also hesitate to talk about yourself to anyone, including your own customers. Guess what? Until you can speak from your heart, have a heart to heart connection with your customers, you don't believe into yourself. Guess how your customers believe in you, and then how you will actually grow your company. That's one of the bottleneck. However, I'm not the expert, so don't worry about it. And in case you don't know me, my name is Mohammed Siddique. I am the host of Growth Hacking Show. Today, I have a Matt Gagnon. He is a certified professional coach and professional storyteller, and writes on Forbes and help people like you, if one of you is like this, to live their life with abundance and help and connect people with their heart, from heart to heart connections, to grow their business life and a personal life. Please join me to welcome Matt. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Matt, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you are surrounded with that inspired you to get into helping others?
Who am I and what got me inspired into helping others? So I'm somebody who lives with a servant's heart. I truly and genuinely love helping other people. I always have. It didn't always come from a healthy place. I used to love to serve others because I needed praise and I needed to feel wanted and belong. But there was also a very healthy part of that too, that just genuinely wanted to serve. And even throughout my corporate days, when I was in the retail world, in leadership, my passion was hiring, developing, and growing talent. I mean, that was the part of the job I loved more than anything. And so when I reached a certain point in my career, I was starting to burn out a lot in life, and I was starting to miss out on a lot of things. I was traveling 25 nights a month. I was completely burned out, and my health was starting to fall apart too. And I started to realize, what was the point of missing out on so much in life? What was the point of missing out on birthday parties and anniversaries and all these events? It was really, really challenging. So I decided that it was time to pursue something in the coaching world. I had learned about coaching through a good friend of mine, and decided, you know what, I'm going to sign up for the Coaches Training Institute with CTI as a co-active coach. And I spent a whole year in their program and invested a really good amount of money that I didn't have at the time. I'm going to be very honest. I was very financially strapped at the time, but took the leap of faith anyways, and started pursuing the coaching world. And from that moment on, I had found my people. I had found where I belonged. I had found my life purpose, and it just so happened to be a career too. So that was the very, very short version of that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. You worked with so many businesses in your life, and you helped so many to empower them and grow their business, personal, and and fulfill their personal life in that one. Based on your experience, what are the top three missteps to avoid to grow your business?
The first step is start with you as a person. If you haven't grown yourself, if you have limiting beliefs and insecurities, your business isn't going to go very far. So it has to start with you. You're only going to take your business as far as you're willing to take yourself. So that's why, I firmly believe that you need to start working on your own limiting beliefs. That's the first biggest thing right there. The second thing is that you need to know what your values are. You need to know what you stand for, value, and believe in. So that way you can build a business that aligns with also who you are too. That's such a critical piece to that. And so many people, you need to have the why behind it also. That's really the third thing, is the why that you're doing this business. I see so many people out there on LinkedIn or other social media platforms or networking events that talk about what they do and who they work with, and then they have their call to action. But they're missing that, like, why do you do it? What's the personal connection to why you created this business? That's such a huge piece in it. And that's why, like, in my profession, there's a bajillion coaches out there. Like, everybody's a coach right now. But it's the why I got into coaching that's so important. One of my core whys is that, look, I believe that living a life with your values can evoke your best self, that you can truly find great fulfillment and success in your life by living a life aligned with your values. The problem is there's so many people out there who've been living life by other people's values, doing what everybody else has told them to do, which is leaving them feeling empty inside, broken, and feeling like they're just not enough in this world. And so I got into this business because I was a part of that problem. I did everything else that everybody told me to do, and I was completely miserable, even though I was making an incredible salary and I had a great job. I was miserable and burned out. So I do this job because I don't want anyone else to feel alone in this world, and I don't want anyone else to feel like they're trapped and there's no way out. So you got to know your why. So first, work on yourself. Second, know your values, what you stand for, value, and believe in. And third, you got to know your why.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. And my follow-up question to this, the mistakes to avoid is, what are the top 3 success secrets to grow your business?
Top 3 success secrets to grow your business. I love that. You know, this kind of, in some ways, this goes a little bit against what I do. I'm more of a heart-centered coach than I am an academic style. So if you work with me, I'm not going to be the kind of guy like, here's my 5-step process for your transformation. What I will say is a great secret out there, I don't think it's a secret anymore, is, you know, work with somebody, get somebody in your corner. No person climbs a mountain alone. Like, you never hear about someone reaching the summit of Everest by themselves. Like, you always have a team, you always have somebody in your corner. So whether it's a coach, whether it's a consultant, get somebody in your corner that's going to tell you the things that you don't want to hear, that's going to listen to the things that you're not saying, and is going to help you overcome your limiting beliefs. So find a coach, find a consultant, find somebody in your corner to help you. That's one of the biggest tips I can give people out there, is that you can't do it alone. I know I couldn't do it alone. I needed to have people in my corner, because I only know what I know. And sometimes I can rationalize myself to death in my head, and it can actually paralyze me. But when I got somebody in my corner, they can help me bulldoze right through those things. So that's really probably my biggest tip for success out there, for anybody, is that. And, you know, as far as the other 2, man, I really don't have 2 other more. That's my biggest one right there, is make sure you got somebody in your corner. And honestly, if I was to say a second one there, is that it kind of ties in with the last thing we just talked about. If you don't have a why for what you're doing and it doesn't align with your values, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, if you're doing it just for the money, you're not going to enjoy it. It's going to fizzle out. So those are my biggest points on that.
Very well said. Like Jim Rohn said, bigger the why, easier the how. So that's like your why has to be so strong, and that way you will keep going even you even feel the moment when you feel down. You will keep going because your why will keep you making progress.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Matt, let me ask you a question. How you are growing your business right now?
So that's a great question right now. I'm in a really cool place. My business is 4 years old. And when I started it, I was broke, and I was on short-term disability at the time. I'd gotten really sick. And so everything that I built my business was grassroots. Like, I had an infant son, a brand new house, and a single income family. It was my income. And I had no money in my pocket because I just had to leave my 6-figure job in corporate. And so I have this brand new business and an illness, and everything I did was grassroots. I was like, what is available to me that's free? You know, like, what is free? Social media was free for me. I had a LinkedIn platform. I had a following. And so I started building that just from that place. Whatever I could do for free. I didn't let any excuse stop me from building my business. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, you know, I'll start doing this when I have this software, this certification, these business cards, this LLC, you know, to start growing my business. I'm like, the hell with that. Like, I've got a LinkedIn profile, I've got followers, and I have a message. Let's get to business. And from that moment on, I started growing my business, just one-on-one coaching with a little bit of speaking here and there too. So that helped me grow my business to now where I'm in year 4. I'm having the greatest year of my professional career ever. You know, just from a grassroots standpoint, by investing minimal dollars into it. So people always ask me, what's your paid advertising structure? What's your marketing budget look like? I'm like, I really haven't spent any money on it. 70% of my business came from LinkedIn using just the basic package. I don't have a premium package. It's free. Like, I don't overthink it. I don't overcomplicate it. because it's so simple. Genuinely connect with people in their hearts, talk about things that really matter, and you're going to find your tribe and do it in a way that aligns with who you are. Because if people start talking to you and you don't align with the message you're putting out there, it's not going to happen. So how I'm growing my business now is that I can't do the grassroots thing anymore. I'm just going to be on a hamster wheel forever if I do that. I'm finally at this point where it's like, I have to grow this. I can't keep up with the messaging anymore. I can't keep up with all the messages. I can't keep up with the emails. It's a beautiful problem to have. But I've had to bring on an assistant now, which is helping me filter through a lot of that. And I'm having to bring on a team of people now where I can start growing this and having multiple arms of revenue coming into it. The one-on-one coaching's grown to the point where I've had to increase my rates to a level that a lot of people can't afford now. And it's great that I have a full roster but the problem is that I'm losing touch with an audience of people I genuinely care about that can't afford it. And that audience was me a few years ago. And so now I'm in this stage where I'm creating webinars and group work that I can offer at a lower price, but still get people in the door and still be able to help them along their path, which is really big for me. So I have I have the speaking engagements that are continuing to grow, where I talk about living with a courageous heart, aligning your life with your values. And then the other piece too is being able to do masterminds and retreats. So with one-on-one coaching being the tip of the spear, basically, that one-on-one time. So that'll create 4 arms of revenue for the business, 4 multiple streams of revenue. And that's where it's currently going right now. So I'm investing in the marketing. I'm going to be investing in having a website finally. That's the thing. I didn't have a website for a majority. I mean, I have a website now. It's not even finished. I did everything with just a LinkedIn page. That's it. So now it's time to grow. And that means you got to invest money in it. So people out there who are like afraid to invest money in their business, like, look, it's the only way you're going to grow eventually. Like, cause I'm capped out. I've got a great business. I've built a great 6-figure coaching practice, but grassroots wise, if I really want to grow and I want to take it to that next level, I've got to invest some money into it.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. How the Growth Hacking Show community can support you?
Supporting me, you know what? Reach out. If message me, I'm incredibly accessible. I do my best. LinkedIn messaging can be a little difficult. At the moment right now, if you're looking to connect with me, I'm maxed out. I've got over 30,000, followers. I'm at 30,000 connections. That's the limit on LinkedIn. So if you're trying to connect with me on there, you can send me a connection request, but make sure you send a personalized note with it and tell me that you listened to this podcast and you wanted to connect. Let me know why. And I'd be more than happy to try and find a way to make room for you, because I'm currently in the process of actually removing some inactive connections in order to make room for people who really want to follow my stuff. But please, if my messages resonate with you, like, comment, share, that means the world to me, because what I'm doing is more than just a career. This is my life purpose. And I talk an awful lot about how vulnerability can be your greatest strength. And so I really do believe that when we share these messages, I think they really do and help empower other people to share theirs too. So share, like, comment, and reach out directly with me. If this stuff connects with you and you're ready to regain control of your life and really feel empowered, like, find me, contact me. I can help you find your way through that.
Thank you so much. So if you are really ready to regain the control of your life, personal and business, please do connect with Matt Gagnon. Thank you so much, Matt, for sharing your wisdom with us today. On the behalf of Growth Hacking Show and our entire team, we really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Wishing you good luck, good sales, and I do have our path across again with another amazing guest. Until then, all best wishes.